This time I'm going to show you a Seiko 6119 6050 5 spots regatta timer. So some people also call this watch a rally diver. There are similar watches in various colors in the, let's say, rally diver series, but this is a little bit different. This one was actually named by Spencer Klein on YouTube as Regatta Timer, as far as I know, Spencer Klein. So the reason for this is the watch is made for timing yacht races. So this is the only Seiko watch with a double bezel. So it has an external bezel and an internal bezel. Now, the function of these bezels are, first of all, let me describe them. The outer bezel is has minute markers, so from 1 to 60, and the first 20 minutes are red. The rest is in silver. So typically at the regatta, before the race starts, there's like a 10-minute or 20-minute time where the yachts can position themselves near the kind of imaginary start line for the actual start. So that is the first horn that sounds 10 minutes or 20 minutes before the start. So what you can actually do with this watch is, once you hear that sound, you can position your outer bezel onto the minute hand, and once the minute hand reaches either 10 or 20 minutes, you know the race is about to start. So once the race starts, to time the race, you can use the inner bezel and position the marker on the hour hand just to time your race. So again, there's let's say hour markers on the inner bezel, and the first 4 hours are blue, the rest is green. I guess I'm not 100% sure why, but I guess this is kind of the maximum time you race a yacht, and the rest is, maybe this is water, maybe this is land, I don't know. But for me, that explanation kind of makes sense. So that's how this watch is supposed to be used, as a regatta timer for yacht racing. Now let me just run through some of the basics of this watch. The watch diameter is 40 millimeters. From lug to lug, it's 44 millimeters, and the thickness is about 12 or 13 centimeters, so fairly thin. As I said, it has two bezels, outer and inner bezel, and this is actually the only Seiko watch with 2 rotating bezels. Very special. And the watch is marked as Seiko 5 or Seiko 5 Sports. This version here in front of me has the 70-meter proof dial. So this watch was manufactured in 1969. If we look at the back, we can see again the numbers here, starting with 9 and 2, so it's February 1969. The watch was first sold, as far as I know, in 1968. Not 100% sure when the production or the sales finished, but I think it was only about 2 or 3 years. Now, it's a very colorful watch. This example in front of me has some, it's hard to see with the reflection here, some kind of paint fading or chipping on the inner bezel, which apparently is quite common. Otherwise, it's in fairly good condition. The only thing that is not working here is the quick set day. We have a crown at 4 o'clock position, as you know, typical with the Seiko 5 series, crown at 4 o'clock. And by pressing the crown in, you can set the day, and pressing further down, you typically can set the date, and further in you can set the day. So, but this doesn't work on this version here, on this model, on this watch in front of me. So otherwise, it's a nice, let's say, working condition. Keeps the time well. The dial is in good shape, except for the paint on the bezel. The hands still look, let's say, not too dirty or not too corroded. So the loom is intact. It's all very nice condition. And yeah, the strap is obviously not original. These were originally on a metal strap. It's a particularly ugly strap, but this is how I got it from an auction site. Yeah, they are quite rare, which also makes them a little bit expensive. But yeah, beautiful, colorful watch, and yeah, very special because it's the only watch with 2 bezels. Thank you very much for watching, and check out my other videos if you enjoyed having a look at this watch today. Thank you very much.